My wife texted me from Las Vegas, saying she just married my coworker, calling me a pathetic loser. I responded with a single word, fine. Then I canceled her credit cards and changed the locks on our house. The next morning, cops showed up at my door. I'm 34 male and got the text at 2:47 a.m. on a Tuesday. My wife, Linda, 31, was supposed to be at a work conference in Vegas. Her message included a photo of her and William, her coworker, holding marriage licenses outside a gaudy chapel. The full text read, "Just married William, been hooking up with him for 8 months. You're a pathetic loser. Your weak vibe made this a breeze. Enjoy your miserable little life." I stared at my phone for about 30 seconds, then typed back one word, fine. Before she could reply, I got to work. Linda might have been sly about her affair, but she was clueless with money. Everything was in my name. The house, the main bank accounts, even her credit cards were just authorized user cards on my accounts. By 3:15 a.m., I'd canceled all her cards, changed every password she knew, removed her as an authorized user on everything, and called a 24-hour locksmith. $300, but worth every penny. I screenshotted everything for proof. The locksmith showed up at 4 a.m., and by 5 a.m., new locks were in place. I even reset the garage code. Then I went back to sleep. At 8 a.m., I woke up to banging on my door. 2 police officers stood there looking irritated. "Sir, we got a call about a domestic issue. Your wife says you locked her out of her home." I showed them the Vegas marriage text. "She's not my wife anymore. She married someone else 5 hours ago." The older cop's eyebrows shot up. The younger one tried to stay professional but couldn't hide a smirk. "She's claiming you stole her money and belongings," they said. "Officers, I've got documents proving this house is mine, bought before we got married. The credit cards were in my name. She was just an authorized user. I haven't touched her personal stuff." They asked to confirm the text was legit. I showed them my phone, timestamps, and all. The older cop sighed. "Ma'am," he said into his radio, "you'll need to sort this out with a lawyer. We can't make him let you in if you married someone else." I heard Linda's voice crackling through the radio, furious. The cops left after advising me not to destroy her things. I told them her stuff would be waiting outside. Update 1, wow, this went viral. To answer your questions, yes, this is real. No, we don't have kids, thankfully. Yes, I'm hiring a lawyer. So Linda showed up that afternoon with William, her mom Barbara, and her sister Susan. William looked like he regretted every life choice. Guess the Vegas thrill faded fast when he realized his new wife was penniless and homeless. They tried everything. Barbara threatened to call the cops again. I reminded her how that went. Susan called me a manipulative jerk. William puffed out his chest until I mentioned I'd be sending their wedding photo to their company's HR department. They have a strict no-dating coworkers policy. Linda sobbed about how I was financially abusing her. I'd already packed her stuff into boxes and put them in the garage. I gave them 1 hour to load up and leave. The best part? Linda tried to use her credit card at the U-Haul place. Denied. William had to cover it. His expression was gold. Here's where it gets juicy. My lawyer called yesterday. Linda's claiming she was drunk and coerced into the Vegas marriage. She wants it annulled and is trying to claim rights to our house since we were still legally married when she left for Vegas. My lawyer actually chuckled. "She sent you proof of cheating and bigamy. She's got no case." Also, mutual friends told me William's been crashing in his mom's basement. He thought Linda was loaded. LOL. More updates to come. This isn't over. Update 2. Strap in because Linda went full meltdown. She launched a social media tirade, posting everywhere that I was a controlling monster who trapped her in a loveless marriage and pushed her to seek love elsewhere. Her mom and sister shared it like crazy. Some mutual friends actually bought it. But Linda forgot one thing. I'm tight with David, our group's tech wizard. He helped me dig up some damning Facebook messages between her and William going back over a year, including one where she bragged about playing the long con and locking down the cash before dumping me. My favorite message. "He's so clueless. I've been siphoning money from our joint grocery account for months. Almost enough for our dream wedding, babe." That joint grocery account? It was my account just used for household stuff. I pulled the bank statements. She'd been pulling out cash for groceries, spending maybe half and pocketing the rest. No clue where it went. I posted the screenshots and her story fell apart fast. Then came the chaos. When she got her dad to call my boss, claiming I was harassing her. My boss knew the deal and told him to buzz off, politely. 2, she tried breaking into the house at 3 a.m. My new security cameras caught it all. She was screaming about her grandma's jewelry. which her grandma is still wearing because, she's alive. 3, she claimed I killed her cat. We've never owned a cat, I'm allergic. 4, she called my mom, crying that she messed up and William was a fling. My mom said, maybe you should have thought of that before an 8-month affair, sweetheart. But the peak audacity. A call from William's mom, Sarah, demanding I man up and take Linda back because William can't afford a wife, made a mistake, and young guys do dumb things. I asked if she was really telling me to take back a cheater so her son could dodge the consequences. Well, when you say it like that, you sound selfish. Marriage is about forgiving. I hung up. Last night, Linda texted from a friend's phone, "You destroyed my life, hope you're proud." I replied, "I am actually. Thanks for asking." Then I blocked that number too. Tomorrow's the first divorce hearing. My lawyer says it'll be quick since she committed bigamy. Can't wait. Final update, the divorce hearing was perfection. Linda showed up to divorce court in a white dress, divorce court, for a marriage she ended by marrying another guy. The judge's face was priceless. Her lawyer argued the Vegas marriage didn't count because she was emotionally unstable and pressured by William. The judge asked what pressured meant here. He made promises, convinced her leaving her marriage was her only choice. My lawyer stood up. "Your Honor, I have 73 pages of Facebook messages showing the defendant, sorry, what's her last name now, planning this for over a year." The judge read them, his face shifting from neutral to repulsed to almost entertained. "Ma'am, did you write, quote, 'Can't wait to see his dumb face when he finds out I cleaned him out'?" Linda flushed. "That was out of context." "What context makes that okay?" Crickets. The divorce was granted. She got her personal items, her car, still with payments and nothing else. She has to pay me alimony for 6 months, $500 a month, because I supported her through her certification program last year. It's not much, but her fury was worth billions. Outside the courthouse, Barbara started yelling about how I was robbing her daughter. Susan tried throwing coffee at me but missed and hit Sarah, William's mom, who showed up to cheer for true love. The coffee brawl between the moms was wild. Security had to step in. Plot twist, William didn't even show. For Sarah's ranting, he's already moved on with a 22-year-old bartender he met at their wedding reception, aka the casino bar. Linda had a full-on snotty, ugly cry meltdown, wailing, "This wasn't supposed to happen." Susan tried consoling her. "It's fine, you can crash with me." Linda snapped, "I can't, your place smells like cats and despair." Even Susan looked fed up. Word on the street is Linda's living with her parents, William's engaged to the bartender, and their company fired both for breaking the no fraternization rule. Barbara got banned from 2 Starbucks for yelling at baristas who looked like that homewrecker. Susan posted about cutting off toxic relatives. Sarah's suing Linda for emotional harm to her son. "I'm doing great." Sold the house for way above asking, the market's wild. Moving to a slick downtown condo. Started dating Jennifer from my gym. She thinks this saga is hilarious and brings me coffee labeled, "Not William." My lawyer framed the Vegas marriage certificate. It's in his office as his easiest case ever. To those asking if I regret being petty, nope. She played dumb games, won dumb prizes. My only regret, not spotting the red flags earlier, like when she said her ex was nuts for changing his Netflix password after she cheated. Should have seen it coming. Thanks for following this crazy ride. I'm off to live my best life. P.S. Linda, I know you're reading this because you're glued to Reddit. William's mom called you a money-grubbing leech at her book club. Just FYI, fine? Fine, edit, yes, this is 100% legal where I live. No, I didn't break any laws. Canceling an authorized user on my accounts isn't theft. Locking my house isn't illegal. Deal with it. Edit 2. Stop DMing me asking if Jennifer's single. She's not, and we're happy. Also, stop asking for Linda's social media. Let's not go there. Edit 3. William's bartender fiancé dumped him after learning he was married. My lawyer sent me Linda's annulment papers. She cited temporary insanity as the reason. The jokes write themselves.